Everyone, a very good morning, good afternoon to all of you, and we have a very exciting news today to share. We have one our student, Muthu Kumaran, who recently cracked one of the massive interview with one of the leading MNC, and he cracked within package of 36 LPA package, and that was the great package he have achieved it. He recently completed a different SRE course. He was a prior experience, but in this market where the recession is already on the peak, things are not going up accordingly, which we wanted. On that basis, also he showcased his dedication and he able to crack this complete interview process, which is absolutely a great achievement, right? And this is the thing which we thought to bring him on board to discuss and get to know about his experience. He was very extremely intelligent and extremely hardworking guy who knows how to bring the pictures and how to bring the things into in his bucket. And we will learn from his experience and how he get trained under the guidance of mine and how he have achieved multiple things during this journey. What was his experience, whether what was his bad, what was his good, everything we are going to discuss with him today and take with his input. So over to you. I won't take much more time. I know many people want to listen to you, Muthu, today. And so over to
Okay.
you, and please introduce about yourself and tell us like how your journey was there and what all things was there. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. And then, a lot of channels was helped me, but you were played the major role. So first of all, thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, I never forgot your inputs. So whatever things the trainer has given the inputs, it's not whatever you given. It's not only the ABCD. So yeah, as per your current work culture, and then what are the terms you have given to us, so that is very much important to view the things how we have to prepare ourselves accordance of DevOps means exact SRE role. All the way I have to keep the things keep in mind, and then whatever you said on the every day. Once I reach home, before coming to the next class, again I have to see your recordings as much as possible. If you upload it, then I will definitely before coming to the class, I will 1 second and see the recordings, and then accordingly I have to take some notes. So these are the at the time of learning. These are the very basic things I have practiced, and then I will try to give complete all your the sample projects, and then very much very first you have given the Bastion project, actually Bastion server project.
Mhm.
So that is very much giving a lot of things what we have earlier done with our AWS cloud. So only concepts we know, but once we engage that project, only then we can come to know where exactly where we are going to use all the components in the project level, in the production level, how we have using that kind of
Mhm.
ideology. The project which one you have assigned to me, that
Mhm.
helps me actually.
Okay.
So yeah, so this is how we have. I take your inputs, and
Mhm.
then the before your session,
Mhm.
whatever the classes I have attended, so everything it's very basic level. I don't have much experience, and then I'm just dilemma whether I'm doing this correct or not. So that kind of dilemmas I came. But
Mhm.
the first class I have attended with you, on the very first time, end of the day, I come to house with some lot of satisfaction. How I have feel after I got the job, no, that feeling I got in your first class actually.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
That's very, yeah, that's very seriously, sir. So, but I heard a lot of after 50% of class, even I am also not able to follow you. Very hard to follow, and then
Yeah.
our a lot of teams also, all the people along with me who are sitting with all junior guys. Those
Mhm.
also very hard to follow you,
Okay.
but keep repeatedly. keep on see your recordings of the sessions, no, that
Mm-hmm.
makes me better, and then that will be helps a lot actually.
Yeah. I think that is, thank you so much. You've given me so much credit, but actually, it's your hard work, whatever you have doing from last so many days. Adding on
Yeah.
this one, just want to know what was your prior experience before this one, and how you make your mind that okay, you want to target SRE as a career going forward. What aspiring you towards that journey, and how you like categorize as a strategy. Like okay, these only areas I have to cover it and crack the company.
Okay, so my background exactly, I'm not come from the DevOps side.
Mhm,
I'm 2 years experience
mhm.
in overall IT, but I've started my career with a web developer actually.
Okay.
But even before on the time, I'm keep on put some hosting files. Only that level I know in the DevOps. After that, I'm just move to the backend, completely creating that API signatures with Golang, and then other mostly I was there in the UA. Very 5 years back only I touched with that Golang backend.
Mhm,
So after that, completely I'm in application side, not in the DevOps side. But my last experience where I
mhm,
worked in Delhi CSE governance, there
mhm.
I have a chance to work on the on-prem as well some cloud experience. So
Okay.
that's very simple. Only 6 months of experience,
Mhm,
but from that onwards, I know that value of SRE and the cloud platform.
mhm.
So they're only giving that what are the stakeholders
Okay.
asking us to record their resources, no? So
Mhm,
that validation I have give I came from that CC background, so those resources I can able to understand, and then what the bandwidth of internet, and then what are the capacity for the CPU, and then RAMs. So those
mhm.
things I have some ideas, and then some seniors also help me to do validate for that, and then we have a big team actually, so
Okay.
it helps. But in the deployment set, they don't have any standards. They have all the Git, and then a lot of facilities given by the government, but the
Mhm.
team is not properly used it.
Okay.
Even I don't have much experience, so I'm also struggle to do that. So once I back to here, and then I decided to join the DevOps, take the DevOps course.
Mhm,
Then after that only I come to know that these are the standards, SRE and then SDE. So like a lot of categories was there in our DevOps itself. So
mhm,
that makes me give some take some views,
mhm,
and then for cracking the interview,
mhm.
what I have taken. Each tools, whatever we have taken, and then what are the tasks we are going to do within the tools, we have to
Exactly.
standardize the steps, like
Mhm.
it's not more than 10, that
Okay. Mhm,
that state I make it actually. So
mhm,
if interviewer panel are asking any questions, well, how do you do the pipelines and all, so
mhm,
I have standardized the steps, like we have to take authenticate the access key, and then
mhm,
pull the code, and then according to that we have to pull the code, and then deploy all the configurations, whatever we have to do for the pipeline. So that 10 steps I have make it like that
okay.
all the way, Docker,
Mhm,
Kubernetes, and then Git, Maven, what Jenkins, Chef, whatever is there. So
mhm,
in that standard I make my notes, and then if panels ask that,
mhm,
I will categorize those steps actually, 10 steps.
mhm,
So yeah, if I practice those things,
mhm.
the panel if asked, no, you can, no need to stuck anywhere. That's 10
Exactly.
steps that pointed, we
Mhm,
can throw it out, and then they panel know that okay, he's already have a good experience over there. That
mhm,
confidence level I have to bring more, and then sometimes wherever you given inputs, like, so which area you are strong, you
mhm.
try to pull the panels towards that
Exactly.
area.
Mhm, mhm,
Yeah, so that couple of times I have did. So whenever I pull that area, no, they are much more dig on that, how knowledge I have gathered over there.
yeah.
So in that manner, that makes helps a lot. Even
Uh,
I have visited some other tools, no.
mhm,
If I'm strong, I showed my confidence level over the which where I'm strong, like
uh,
Kubernetes and then Docker. So this both areas if I strong, then I just pulled that, and then as much as possible I have given that actually.
Yeah, absolutely great. So in this
Yeah, and
journey,
then
yeah, please go ahead.
okay.
Yeah,
So meanwhile, I have I have studied a lot, but after some point I can't able to keeping learning is very tough to make it sit on my home and then every day. That was getting too much bored. But I suggested to others like, no, we have to patient.
yeah,
Patient in the sense not ideally sitting,
yeah.
patient in the sense we have to
In the journey, you have
stabilize
to
our
be,
mind and
yeah,
then keep on seeing, yeah, keep on say something whatever already we have written, which where you are interested much.
hmm,
Whenever you try, you go into that interested area that
yeah.
follow the things. So
That's
that
that's
I have to say.
yeah, that's
Yes,
absolutely
yes.
correct word. So in this journey, I think one
Okay.
word you might have heard a lot. That word is cloud technologies. I think all around
Okay.
whenever you are going it
Yeah.
during the learning. So it can be AWS cloud, it can be Azure cloud, it can be GCP cloud, it can be different kind of cloud. So what was your experience? How you feel like learning cloud, and how you like see going future, like when you became more experienced towards this area, how much comfortable you feel yourself, or like what aspects or what steps a coming individual should take while learning the cloud technologies, what their mindset should be there.
Yeah, actually, whenever learn the cloud area, uh, they supposed to very much strong in that computations and then attaching that storages. So every day, all the production side, whenever the hits came, and then the usage is getting more. First thing, the database has to be filled, and then the disk has to be. This is the day-to-day
Exactly.
issues
Hmm.
that come to that area. So in that experience, earlier experience also, I had the same. But people, parents mostly they have asked that what is your day-to-day activity, and then how your things taken. What are the means? How do you find the root cast as well? How do you? What are the steps you are going to fix for that? So these two things commonly asked for nearly 4 5 interests only I have given for the SRE, not more
Okay.
than that. So the, in the five interests also, all the panels.
Yeah, please proceed. What exactly you were telling about on that one? So
Yeah,
yeah.
actually, yes, actually, the cloud side, the people
Hmm.
going to learn something. So on each topic, they have to get the view of what are the faults, and then what are the root cause for that.
Hmm.
Accordingly, what are the steps we are going to take it. So on
Okay.
that aspect, we have to approach on that each topics. That
Hmm.
will be make more faster, and
Hmm.
then we can get some lot of confidence. What we are learning is correct, so that will be give actually, sir. So this is
Okay.
what I wanted to
Hmm.
share.
So I just heard before we are like there is a network glitch happened. One part that you have given in total five interviews. So in total five
Yes,
interviews,
yeah.
what was the common interview pattern was there? Because this is very important question for multiple aspirants who is in a pipeline to giving the interviews. So what kind of a questions from the beginning, level one, how it went to level two, and then how level three and HR on? What was that particular strategy was there, or kind of a pattern was there? Could you please help us to understand over there also?
So first, as per my experience,
Mm.
they asked me to do draw some architecture. Like
Okay.
randomly, they told that take some architecture and then just give you words. If you are going to give some two-tier or three-tier architecture,
Okay.
how do you define your network and then provision your resources? Although
Mm.
this is the first question they have asked me.
Okay.
And then so if you're going to make it a production, how
Mm.
do we set up your environments like in a different environments? And then usually I will say that development, and then for QA, production, and then pre-production, like that I have to give some ideas. And then in each individual, like um, Git and then different tools like Git, Docker.
Yeah, so you were talking about the Git Docker. So yeah, proceed further. What was that?
Yeah, so for Git, how do you maintain that branching metrics?
Okay,
So branching metrics in different level, how do you manage this? This is the first question. And then for production, the release branch having that 25 commits, but
okay,
we wanted to move only 7 commits. The selected 7 commits only we have to push into the production. So how we
okay.
are going to do that? So that kind of questions.
Hmm.
I used to do the answer for using the cherry pick we can able to do.
Exactly.
Only that particular commits, yeah, we can push over that. And then so how do you branching? And then if you wanted to make it a task level branching,
Hmm.
so these kind of areas. And then how do you authenticate your branch? And then how do you manage your SSH authentication? So that is the important. Very first they have asked actually.
Okay. So there is one more thing where many
Uh,
people get. Yeah, go ahead, Muthu.
no,
Right.
go ahead, sir.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm
So
clear.
there is one more thing. Many people get confused when someone will ask, like, okay, what exactly SRE do? What exactly his role? How he's doing his day-to-day activities? So what? How you tackle that question and how you have elaborate what exactly your past experience, what exactly things you have done, how that question you have elaborated over there.
Yeah, actually, the same question also I received actually. So it's not only the deployments things. So all over the application, 360-degree, like application DB, everything we have to take the metrics of all the steps. We have to bring all the metrics in front of the dashboard by using the
Exactly.
Prometheus, no? So
Hmm.
so those all those things we have to be taking care. And then infra level, what are the faults has come in the resource level, that too
Hmm.
we have to monitoring, and then we have to manage over there. So these are the complete roles for the SRE.
Hmm. Exactly. And
So like that I have answered to them.
okay. And what is the most competent level of a question during the interview where you face, okay, this heat is getting little bit high, where you face little bit challenging while doing the while like answering the question when the panelist was going little bit more in the depth, where which what kind of a question or what areas they have touched upon.
So for Terraform, they have
Mm.
asking the questions like how do you make the state file, and then if you wanted to update the resources or increase the resources by using the state file. So those areas, how do you make it? So that question, and then they asked me to write the code for Terraform
Mm.
in the CL, and then YAML code and then Docker file. So
Mm.
these are the areas they have given some requirements.
Mm.
Unless we are not practicing, that
Mm.
is very tough to write the code. So in Docker file and then Kubernetes, Terraform, these areas we supposed to focus more for the coding actually.
Exactly. Mm. So
Yeah, and then for Terraform,
mm,
the first is how do you handle the keys?
exactly, the access key and the secret key. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, yes, the secret key. So on Azure, what are the keys you have to? At AWS, like we have a secret key, secret key, and then
The access key,
what is it?
secret key and the access key.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
is the access key. So like that, what is there in that Azure? What is there in that GCP?
Mm.
So how do you put in your code in production? We supposed to show directly.
Mm.
We have to be make it in the configuration file.
Mm.
So those kind of tackles they have by the questions, they are easily confirming that whether we are worked in the production or not.
Exactly. That will give them an idea
Yeah.
that okay, this is someone who's just theoretical knowledge guy or someone who have actually a practical
Yeah,
experience.
actually,
That
yeah, practical
hmm,
experience. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
that kind of
And then,
understanding they can get.
like,
Hmm,
yeah, they are getting actually. So
hmm,
likewise, if you are without shutdown your kubectl,
hmm,
without reset, how do you change the file?
hmm,
How do you update the things actually?
hmm,
So those kind of areas. So in that aspect, we have to change the replica. If it's a two replica is there, we have to change to 0 or 1, and then
yeah,
again we have
exactly.
to
Yeah.
yeah, increase the replicas, no? So
To
those kind
scale
of
up the yeah.
yeah. That was there. And then how do you do the mapping fields? How do you manage the secrets in Kubernetes? So that is the very important.
Hmm,
I feel that actually.
questions.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't have experience on it. But
Hmm,
what I did know after I told no,
hmm,
I'm feeling very dry after learning a lot of things.
exactly.
That time I feel that a lot of things we have learned, whether it will be remember or not, how we can be make it remember. Uh,
Yeah.
I feel like that at that time I got a call from one Hyderabad company.
Okay.
They asked me to do some part-time job, like who all are sitting in that US or other countries, no?
As
So
in
those
freelance.
people are struggling, like
Hmm,
freelancing. So
hmm,
I take one call actually.
okay.
So that was complete case.
Hmm,
Even though I'm not complete that job already, it was too much of environments, and then he don't know anything. I
hmm,
don't have any documentations.
okay.
So without documentations, it's very tough to troubleshoot those things.
Okay.
The person also don't know what they want exactly.
Hmm,
But what I had tried, I take the Prometheus Postgres metrics
hmm,
by using the Postgres exporter. From
okay.
the exporter, I bring all the metrics in that Prometheus.
Hmm,
From Grafana, I'll put the dashboard, all the what are the Prometheus metrics
integrated
I
from
got
over
it. So
there.
this is
Hmm,
the scenario, yeah,
okay.
over there. So this is what I have, done.
Hmm,
But still, the end of the time, some porting issue, something was there.
hmm, hmm, hmm,
Yeah, how configuration done, that is not can't able to troubleshoot. But
hmm,
I can able to understand that where the secret files YAML we can put, and then how we have to take the secrets from that secret file. That basic idea I got it. So how to do the mapping, config maps. So
hmm,
how to update the config maps. So those areas I understand that the exact things whatever I have done, all
yeah.
the questions has asked by the panel
Panelists.
actually,
Okay. So, like, for
panelists.
example,
So the
hmm, yeah. So, for an example, now someone who, because we know that SRE syllabus or SRE preparation of interview is very much huge, and they will be like
yes,
somehow get drawn into that ocean because it is too much. So many things are there. So, when,
yes,
for
yes.
example, a person like you, a person like of 5 years or 10 years of experience, want to start his journey for the interview panelist as an interviewer,
Okay,
he want to give
okay.
his interviews in the coming 10-15 days, or like let's say 1 month. So how he can break his complete curriculum and how he go for an interview preparation, what all things he have to remember, and what all things he have to do very hands-on practice.
So this hands-on practice, like whatever you have given some projects, no, so that
Hmm,
if they are not failing,
hmm,
without fail, they have to concentrate, and then if they done, no, that
hmm,
will be helps more first of all. Other
hmm,
than that, they have to focus on not only the basic questions, whatever the internet we are getting the basic questions, it's not at all asked by them actually.
exactly,
Very
yeah.
few it will be, only 10% or 20%, is not more than 20%, they won't ask actually. What
Hmm,
are the practical thing how we have using, like we are study completely how to create a Docker image, and then how to create a Docker file, from
hmm,
how to create from the Docker file to images,
hmm,
accordingly how to create a containers, within the containers how do we manage the ports, and then port forwarding. So only those level we are concentrated. But
hmm.
suddenly, if the person asks that, what is the Docker prune? So very
Okay.
first interview, Docker prune, they have asked, I don't know what is the Docker prune.
Okay. Hmm.
So
So different kind of
we have,
yeah, different kind of
yes,
subset should be there over there. Yeah. Hmm.
yes. So we are not only see the things. not only the basic things. If you
Right.
created, how do you have to know that how to remove that also.
Yeah.
So how to update it. So in these are the production wise, these are every day they have to do the activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to concentrate on that aspects. We have to make it actually in
Yeah.
the way, while studying level also. If a trainer has giving taking the course for how do you create the terraform, and then you have to
Exactly.
think that at the same time how do you update and how do we destroy, and then not destroy completely. The partial destroy was there.
Exactly.
So in that different aspects, we have to focus on it, and then we have to think over there.
So you mean to say that out of box thinking should be there? Whatever you are learning, your strategy, your different approaches, it should not be like a crammed thing what you have learned it, right? It should be learn,
Yes, yes.
practice, and try multiple approach rather than doing the same thing.
Approaches.
And yeah, there is one point which you mentioned, which is absolutely correct. Until unless you won't be fail into the technical, you won't know how many times you can fix it. And that is actually where you will learn
Yes, yes,
things in the technical term. Yeah, absolutely. That
yes.
is a great add-on for this like this discussion. And I think I just want to add one more point over here, which I really want to know. So students who are a part of this journey can add on and give an advantage and take an advantage of this interview. For an example, there are few people confused with the situational based questions or like a scenario based question. So have you came through such kind of questions during this interview, panelists or anywhere, or it is purely technical throughout the journey?
No, no, actually, scenario based also they have asked actually. So
Hmm.
like, if you wanted to create some already a state file was created. If you
Hmm.
wanted to add some more resources, how do you add? How do you add? And then if you got some any hits, and then if you're making any gateway, how do
Hmm.
you manage the gateway? If you one more module is adding, so how do
Hmm.
you make the gateway and the endpoints? How to make it? So
Okay.
those kind of area, and then Kubernetes also, how do you make the endpoints? How to update the replicas? So everywhere they have asked the scenario based actually.
Yeah, I think yeah that can add on again a value. And I think yeah, I think you are now at that position where we can take your input also, Muthu. So what your suggestion for the
Okay.
upcoming people who will see these videos, who will aspire from you also and try to get into the SRE? What you will suggest, what they should
Yeah.
do, and how they can achieve this journey, achieve this milestone, because it is huge for many people. It is very huge, and this is not a small thing. So what's your like last few
Okay.
points to get them in this career?
Okay. So for that we have DevOps. A lot of tools was there.
Hmm.
People somebody likes some specific tools, and then something will be bored. But whenever you are getting dry and then boring,
Hmm.
where you are interested, go into that. That will be bring you on that. That which is the board or dry place, it will be automatically you will learn.
Yeah.
Keep on consistently. Consistency is very much important. So do consistency all your practices, and then every day the updates was coming. So please try to not only the trainer. So after trainer, once you go home, if any trainer give the any topics, in that topics which one giving the more ideas and then different scenarios over the YouTube's, lot of channels was there.
Hmm.
Please search over there, and then accordingly you can update your skills. If you given 3 points, if you go for YouTube, so you can get other 3 points. So
Yeah.
collect over there. So this is these things will be consistency will give you the things actually.
Exactly.
So otherwise it will be yeah, otherwise it will be, you will always it will be disappointed. Consistency is very much important. And
Yeah.
then as much as possible practice, don't worry about that. If I do some resources, the billing will be high.
Yeah.
Whatever billing is yeah, is gone high, you can get some waiver once you create the case tickets,
From
and then you can
AWS and
do
any cloud.
for
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
AWS scenarios, and then try to do with the Terraform, and then Azure DevOps. These are the hot today for
Yeah,
your
exactly.
up to 3-4 years experience. That will be hot,
Hmm.
and then competition is day by day. It will be very high.
Increasing. Yeah,
So go for it, and then Dockers also. You have to be
very much strong
go
over
for
there.
it. They're very much strong over there. And then nowadays I'm seeing that a lot of people's very 3-4 years people's they have put a lot of information over their LinkedIn, their showcase their
Hmm.
projects, and then YouTube. So don't think only for the YouTubes. Uh, Search over the LinkedIn. LinkedIn, they have a lot giving a lot of inputs actually.
Hmm.
Their GitHub
Rep.
repositories, whatever they have done for their the projects. So those are very helps to me. Actually, Volvo, I attended one Volvo interview. So they
Hmm.
have given some a task actually. So completely we have to create a Terraform, and then complete Bastion server we have to do with that the base of
Deployment.
HCL writing code over the Terraform. Yeah. So I searched over the internet. I have got some good things. I put it in my GitHub also. So after this call, I will share those things. You just refer it.
That will be helpful.
More
Yeah.
than a lot of people was giving these inputs actually.
Yeah, I think absolutely great. These, whatever you have experienced, this will be going to be helpful. And I will request Muthu, like if you have the interview questions available, please do share so we can like put it into the channels and put it share with the students, everyone, so they can take a reference. And I think, yeah, it was,
Yes.
yeah, I don't want to extend it long, pretty much long, because I don't want people to get like seeing getting bored with the discussion keep going on,
Okay.
because yeah, because we both know each other as a student, as a trainer, but yeah, some people have to be limit somewhere. But yeah, okay, so just some final words to keep it in records. So yeah, it was a great journey. Thank you for so much for giving your time, Muthu. We really appreciate, because you have to do some upcoming formalities for your joining and all. I wish you all the best to you and your family, to again see a lot of achievements in the coming years or in the coming days, and like wishing you for the best in the life, and seeing you from last 3-4 months, and then seeing this big achievement is actually feel to me also proud, and I also get a chance to meet with you, and definitely it was a really fruitful time. And yeah, I think hope the
Okay, sir.
areas will touch in, and things will go in the same way. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much for your valuable words, sir. Thank you for your wishes. I never forgot your journey with us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so
We'll
much,
see,
Muthu.
sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Once you reach Bangalore, definitely we'll meet